Okay, so today I'm taking Talaria out. I'm gonna talk about her, give you some real world reviews, what I like about it, the good, the bad, the ugly. Start her up. I always start off in sports mode. I got 79% battery life. I'm gonna tell you guys how many miles I have. Let's hold this button down. Let's go down to data. Okay, so I got 815 miles on this bike. Also put a new set of tires. As you can see, front and back, I'm liking them. Kind of like some dual sport. They called Shinkos. So I'm gonna just cruise around and tell you guys about the bike. What I like about the bike, what I don't. Kind of like a mini vlog. So far, I honestly love the bike. The ease of it, just getting up, charging it. It charges fast, man. Like if it's on 50 something percent, this bike probably would be on the charger for like an hour and it'll be full. I never really drained the battery to zero. So a couple of times I had it to like 10%, but I never really drained it to zero. I haven't took this bike on super big jumps. That's not really what I do. But I've jumped off a few things, definitely curves and speed bumps, little small jumps, and I haven't had a problem. I'm gonna kind of stay on the sidewalk so you guys can hear me. I don't have to go too fast. Overall, so far, man, I'm gonna be honest, I love the bike. I do have a 2024 YZ25 125X, and I love that bike. Now it almost doesn't even compare, but also it's very loud. It takes 2-stroke pre-mix. This you can just throw right on the truck. This you could just charge. It doesn't take any gas, any prepping and stuff like that. Cops don't mess with you. You can pretty much drive this around anywhere and you won't have a problem. I just cruise around on it. In the dirt, it moves well. Lately, I've been letting my girlfriend drive it. She drives it everywhere, which has been really cool. So I technically don't have any complaints with the bike so far. I love it. I would recommend it to so many people. I recommended one to my friend and he bought the XXX. And he likes it, and XXX goes about the same speed. So far, man, I love the bike. I feel like the bike, does its job. It's just pretty quick. Right now I'm not going too fast because I'm making a video. I'm just riding around my little area. So far I don't have any complaints with the bike. So I just wanted to come on here and share my experience. Everything still works fine. I pretty much don't even really do any maintenance to this bike at all besides ride it. I changed that gear oil in it one time. Other than that, I don't do anything but drive it. I also changed the tires. My tires got very bald from street riding, so I did change the tires. My girl had a couple of falls, and I think my handlebars are kind of bent. I don't know for sure if they're bent, but I seem to kind of, straighten them back up. But they still seem to be kind of bent to me. So I don't know, we'll just grab, and most people upgrade them, so I was thinking about grabbing some new bars. Right now I try to I try to upgrade stuff as it messes up. So if the handlebars are bent, I get some better quality handlebars, stuff like that. I don't just keep buying new stuff every single time. I like these tires so far. It felt like my other tires wheelie better, but these tires are still a wheelie. Gotta slow down a little bit. But you still can go a little wheelie with these tires. But overall, man, I'm not gonna lie. I would make this purchase again. You know, I can't say enough good things. I know this still is a new brand, you know, Talaria, you know, so I don't know if it'll last me 5 years and things like that, but I'm really hoping it would. So far, it's lasted a very long time. I see a little trail. Let's see if I can go up in this little trail right here. This is why I love this bike, man. You can just find stuff, and I got shorts on, so which was a stupid idea. But let's still see if we can rip through this trail. Pretty rocky. This is why I love this bike, man. You can just drive it around. You can find new spots. I love this bike. Love this bike. I don't know where this trail goes to. I've never been in it, but I guess we're gonna find out. Little mud puddle. Wow, this trail goes back pretty far, y'all. Beautiful view. I've never been back here. This trail goes back pretty cool. Want to make sure my keys and stuff are secure. I don't have on really riding gear. Didn't plan on doing this. I literally just discovered this. Don't know how far. This looks like the end of the road to this trail, but we'll see. Pretty deep right there. Yeah, that's pretty much all of it. A lot of rocks. Let's get turned around here. Whoa. Don't know if that was my fault or not. Thought I was off of the throttle, but maybe I wasn't. Now let's get back on track, fella. It's a lot of rocks. That's what's making this a little difficult. But this is what this bike's about, man. Exploring, finding new things, having a good time, you know, learning about your bike. That's what I like about it. It's pretty quiet. You're not disturbing anyone as you ride it. Just good old-fashioned fun, not bothering anybody. And this is what I normally use this bike to do. And so far, I love it. I love it, guys. Now, if we're talking my 125, it's no comparison when it comes to the dirt. Doesn't compete at all. 125 is a lot stable. It's an X model. The suspension, it has KYB forks, so the suspension is incredible. Like it's just mind-blowing. and it's a lot bigger, a lot taller, a lot easier to get through the stuff like this. But if we're just talking, you know, pure fun, cheaper bike, a lot more, you know, it's still a good time. And like we were able to do that right there. Go right back in the street, cruise, kind of get all this mud. I got mud everywhere, you know, jump off the curbs, and I just explore. Never been in this little neighborhood here, so I'll turn in here. And the bike is in eco mode. I didn't know that. It must have transferred in eco mode. Let's keep riding. Never been out here. What's good with you, bro? I think you gave me my phone the other day. Yeah, I met you at the CBS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my UPS man. Good guy. But yeah, I ride around neighborhoods like this. Normally I get a couple questions asking me about the bike. I just put this front fender back on because I've been riding in the dirt lately. It's been kicking up so much mud. So I'm glad to have that back on. And normally I get a pretty good, decent charge time. I probably get 40-50 miles on how I drive. I don't drive too crazy. I'm not pinning it at 50 miles per hour. So I get it. I get a decent charge. I just ride through different neighborhoods. I find different trails. A lot of these neighborhoods I never even rode in before, and I lived over here for so long. So it looks like it's about to rain. So that's a dead end. So yeah, man. Any questions y'all have, ask me. I really don't plan on getting a bigger battery and all of that, to be completely honest. And the only reason I don't plan on doing that is because I have my other bike and I'm gonna be putting money into that, and it's so expensive. So I feel like if you get the battery, I think you need the controller, and sometimes they say you might need a better motor, and I just don't want to get into that and then end up damaging something, and then, you know, it's even worse on the bike. So I seen something that I want to explore, so I try to, you know, keep from having to keep putting so much money into things. When I buy them, I like to ride them. And now let's hype, if one of my, it's an issue with my battery, then I'll go to an upgraded, better battery and stuff like that. But if it's not broke, man, I try to enjoy it. And just keep riding, because I honestly love this bike, you know. I really do. Like, it has its purpose. I don't like it better than my dirt bike. I'm gonna be honest, but I really like it. It's a lot of fun. Like this, I've never been down this little street, so I'll jump down this little street and explore it, see if I find anything down here. Abandoned car. See, and sometimes you find little trails. I'm not gonna go through that today, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Come down here, cross this little bridge. Wonder if there's any fish down here. I'm a big fisherman. Love to fish, man. Love to fish. That's what these bikes about, man. You get out and explore, man. Find things you never see, things you've never seen, you know. That's what this bike's about, man. Have a good time, man. Get out there, explore, have fun. be safe. Always wear your helmet. I have my half shell helmet on. If you're going to really be in those trails, you want to have gloves and, you know, your goggles. I didn't throw any of that on today. I just plan on coming out here vlogging to you guys and just, you know, talking and, you know, giving you guys this video of the bike and just letting y'all know about it, because it's a lot of people with them, but a lot of people come up to me and ask, hey man, what is that, man? How long does it last? What's the name of it, and where do I get one? A lot of people have these questions, and I like to just give the information, because it was a time that I didn't know, and I had to go to YouTube for all of these questions. And it's a time that I didn't know where to get this bike from and stuff like that. So, you know, I just like to give the information that I have and let you guys see how fun the bike is, and it's a great time, and I love it, man. And might be repeating myself here, but I just, you know, I want to give you guys a real world review of the bike while I'm on it, and what I really thought about it, and whether you should buy it. I've even heard of people using the bike on their daily commutes. Like they might commute to work, or they might do things like that, and they use the bike. I've heard of people, you know, stuff like that, and I feel like that's cool, because it's a way to save on gas, or if you're short on money, you might not can afford a car and insurance and stuff like that. People ask me about the police. Y'all see me riding it now. I don't have a problem with the police. I drive it around everywhere with no problem. You know, they're not, it's not a big nuisance. If I was on my 125 screaming through these neighborhoods, I probably wouldn't be able to do this. So it's a blessing having this bike. I really like it. I enjoy it. You know, I go and explore new areas that I've never been. Like, for instance, I've never been in this neighborhood before, ever. I would have no reason to turn down this neighborhood and check it out. So it's cool to be able to see the different type of homes and style of homes, and, you know, and then sometimes you could do this and you might find a buddy to ride with that has the same bike. So, and again, I'm not really going as fast as I normally would go, and that's for the sake of you guys being able to hear me and don't have to hear all the wind. And the bike is pretty solid. You'll hear the sound of the chain and stuff like that, but overall it's a pretty solid bike. You don't really hear too much, man. That's what makes it so cool, because most people, when I pull up, they say, man, I didn't even hear anything. Almost like a Tesla. So I think they're the future. Sometimes it saddens me, because I love gears. I love being able to control the bike. I love feeling that raw power. I love the smell, and I'll never get that out of my system. It makes me feel young. Like I tell everybody, I'm not old, but, you know, 30 something years old, and when I ride that 125, I'm 18. You know, it's just something about driving that bike that makes you feel so young. You know, it's hard to explain unless you've got one. And I want to do a review also on that bike coming very soon for you guys. I have so many videos that I have to edit, and, you know, it's just me doing this stuff. But it's a wonderful bike, man. And so is this. This is a bike where I don't have to think about it. I could just get on it and go for a ride, man. I don't have to think about, oh man, I got gas. Oh man, can I do this? And no, just get on it and I unwind. I come from work and I unwind, and it's just great, man. So I just hope you guys can get out and get on in on these bikes and just do your thing. You know, I'm not trying to sell you on it. You don't have to get one, but me personally, if you on the fence about it, buy it. It's worth it. It's held up. It's had no issues. Now, also think about what you're doing. If you're trying to buy this and you're trying to do exactly what a dirt bike's going to do with it, to me, you're wasting your time. This is not for that. This is for cruising around. I know guys do that, but to me, it's night and day between this and my other bike. You know, when I'm in the trails, I'm having a good time, but it's also feels like a bike. It's not gonna feel like a my YZ125 or 250 or things like that. I feel like those are almost like race ready bikes, and it's for a reason. They cost a lot and a lot goes into it. It's, you know, I know you can, oh, I can upgrade the battery, I can do this, I can do that, but at the same time, my personal opinion, if I was just riding dirt, just riding trails, wanted to do jumps, I would stick to a dirt bike. You know, if you're doing what I like to do, cruise, going to the trails a little bit, this and that, then this would be fine. But I don't know. And that's an ongoing argument I have, because maybe I'm biased. I still love dirt bikes. I still love e-bikes. So I'm a little biased. I'm not strictly an e-bike guy. I'm really a dirt bike guy that just came over to the e-bikes and seen how fun it was. So, you know, I can be a little biased. I can be a little biased. But overall, you know, I love it. It's an easy thing to ride. I have zero complaints on it. So that's really my real world of view, man. I wanted to take you guys out with me. I wanted to ride around and actually give y'all that up close and personal experience on the bike, and actually, you know, let y'all see how it works, how it runs, you know, the abuse it can take, and you know, and if y'all were considering buying it, now you know what you're buying, you kind of know what you're getting into, and things like that. You know, sometimes I want to run these lights, but I try to be, you know, try to be good guy. Got mud all over my legs. But yeah, so if y'all on the fence, you know, I think, and I'm trying to remember the website. I'll post it once I post a video, so you guys can get it. I think it's Luna Cycle, but I don't want to put the wrong information. And I'm almost 100% sure. And also, you get like a year warranty with this bike. And from the guys on YouTube, they were saying that they actually honored that warranty. Like a guy's shock went out or something, they sent them another one, or this went out. So they're saying that they honor these things, man. They stand behind them. I know there's supposed to be some Chinese bike, but like I say, so far I have nothing but good things to say about Talaria. I know the Surron is pretty good as well, and from my understanding, the guy that made Surron, one of the guys that designed the Surron, he went off on his own and he designed this Talaria. I don't know how 100% true that is, but that's what I was told. So, you know, I've been repeating it. Maybe should, you know, see if it's true before I keep repeating it like that. But overall, man, I give this thing a 10 out of 10. I know I wanted to tell y'all the bad, but it's not really nothing bad I can say about it. If I said bad things about it, I'll just be, you know, saying it to say it. It's easy to ride, it's no gears, it's pretty quick, the battery life is great on it. Nothing's breaking on it every day. I changed the tires on it. I did a video on that was pretty simple. It's just like a bicycle, man. Everything like Allen key bolts, it's very simple to take apart. Now, I don't super abuse this bike, crashing it and things like that, so I don't know if with your type of abuse will this bike hold up, but I put a good amount of abuse on it and it holds up, and I haven't had an issue with it. And I think if you taking care of your stuff, man, it's even my 125, you know, it's meant to be, you know, I rev her out, I scream her through the woods, and I'm not babying it, but at the same time I'm not trying to destroy it. So I feel like it's a difference. I done seen people jump crazy jumps knowing, hey man, you don't have an upgraded suspension, or this suspension is not revalved for your weight, you're gonna have a problem. You're gonna break something. This bike's not meant to be at 75 feet in the air and things like that. So if you're out doing things like that, then you could possibly break this bike pretty quickly. But if you're just cruising around like me and you know, you're just doing an occasional wheelie or two or something like that, you shouldn't have a problem with this bike. I feel like, you'll like it, and you'll love it, but you have to respect it. You have to keep up with your bike, and you have to take all these things in consideration, because it's your property, man. You got to keep up with it. You got to make sure it's good. But overall, man, it's been holding up great. I haven't had any issues with the key. I know the XXX has the key that you can scan. I haven't had any problems with the key. That works pretty good. Different grips, different seat. It's pretty dirty, but overall, I haven't had any issues, man. I get on the bike and I just take off. I put this fender back on. I don't have the number plate. I'm gonna put it back on. It's in the garage. The light still works. Where are you at? The lights work pretty good. It still has the horn on there. I think that's on this side. Yeah, it's pretty loud. I don't want to. You have the adjustable clickers here. I think you have one on the rear. So overall, man, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good to me. I haven't had any issues with the brakes. I heard the brakes kind of rubbing on this front when I changed the tire, but I kind of like pried them apart just a taste, and ever since that, it's been good. I took this wheel off, so I tend to just check the bolts a little bit to make sure everything's back on tight. I'll probably try to tighten this. It looks like a little gap here. I don't know if that's supposed to be a gap that much, but other than that, and I like her, and I feel like she's been doing great. Any questions, man, I love to answer. I'm glad I did this vlog for you guys. So keep following, like, subscribe, and I'll keep these vids coming. Thank you guys for supporting.